Hello everyone, Jayborino here, starting a new Warcraft 3 custom campaign showcase. This is Legends of Arkain's second human book created by Shardundred. So welcome to the Warcraft 3 macro extravaganza that is Legends of Arkain. If you're unfamiliar with the first books, I suggest you go and play them for yourselves, or you can watch my playthroughs of them. Now, I want to say this before we get too far into the second human book, but Shardundred has decided that the second human book will be the end of Legends of Arkain in its Warcraft 3 form. He's not going to be making any more maps, so this is going to be it for Arkain, again, in this medium. I'm saying that now, so that when I get a ton of comments when we get to the end of this series, hopefully you folks can help me out by responding to other people who are asking the question. So here we go. Again, this is going to be a lot of macro, very large maps. A lot of them are going to take us multiple parts to do. Choices of Humanity. Shardundred has sent me a list of my choices from the first book just to ensure that I get this right, because there is a lot of player choice involved, and I'm not sure how those will play out in the second book. Choices have been made by the mortals, choices that will be remembered. So I have a list of 10 things here. I don't know if this was just because bank data in Warcraft 3 works differently, so it's basically having to re-enter your choices so that the maps will then update accordingly. But we did side with Gardon, which was the correct choice, I suppose, because Janethus was the traitor. Importing the choices of the first human book has been successful. Still, it is advised to select them manually since new choices have been added that have not been implemented in the first human book yet. Ah, okay, so that kind of explains it. Largoth breaking the fourth wall. Please select your choices manually. Has Blen slain the Black Dragon? Yes, we killed the Black Dragon. Oh, so you select the buildings. Got it. So we killed the Black Dragon. I did free Edale. And she's, like, in love with him because of that. Has Blen destroyed the base of the unknown soldiers? We did not do that. So hopefully they're not angry at us, whoever it turns out to be. What did Solana do? We joined Gardon's attack. Yeah, and then she fell in love with him. The implication is he gave her one of those necklaces that gives him sway over her. What happened to Lara? She survived. She helped us out in the last mission, and honestly, without her, we probably would not have been able to beat it, so hopefully there aren't any negative consequences for the fact that she's alive. Did Edale consume the shard? Yeah, we went all in. We went all in with the shard. Has Zarin destroyed the base of the Darkmind clan? Yes, we obliterated the Orcs in every fashion. See you later, Wrath. Well, I guess, I don't know, is he still alive? We'll find out. The Demon Eye, yes, we consumed both the Shard and the Eye, so Edale is all in with the demons. Boom. There's Lysara. Has Progdaris the Smoking been defeated by Blen? Yes, unfortunately. I didn't kill him as Orcs or Undead, but he's probably going to come back and be pissed at us. Whom has Blen sided with? We sided with Gardon. All choices have been made. The prologue will start shortly. Great. Well, hopefully that gives you a bit of a reminder of what we did in the first book. Following the defeat of the Imperial army in the Kingdom of Lore, the remnants of the Imperials and their allies flee to the lands of Carol. On their way to the capital, they get all but a warm welcome. The people of Carol seem to not like the Imperials at all, but they were willing to tell the Imperials what actually happened at the front line. The Orcs of the restored Darkmind clan and the Deathbreeze clan has attacked Celior and his men and defeated him, only to be overwhelmed by the demons afterwards. Now the demons are invading the Kingdom of Carol. The Imperials plan to discuss the dire situation with King Dorton of Carol. The Imperials and Lore have failed. Their inner conflicts have made it easy for their enemies to break through the front line. Janethus' betrayal has allowed the Orcs to destroy the human resistance, and the demons have used this to their own advantage. Now the Imperials retreat to the Kingdom of Carol, hoping to be able to defeat their great enemy, like dogs with their tails between their legs. The remaining kingdoms have created a new, united army to face the demons, under the leadership of King Dorton of Carol. It's said that he isn't fond of the Imperials. Now, the Imperials saved them in the past. This sounds very promising. Your work with that girl was pleasing, my servant. Proceed as planned. Thank you, Master. I will. That's close enough. I knew you Imperials would fail in lore. In fact, you've always failed ever since you dared set foot on our continent. First, you saved us from the demons just to fail at defeating them. Then, you failed at defending our lands and lost the kingdom of Isilmur, and let the demons utterly destroy it. And, as if that hadn't been enough already, you now lost lore. Let me guess, you've come here because you're in need of shelter so you can fill your empty stomachs with our hard-earned food until even more of your kind arrive to take control and ruin my beautiful kingdom as well. Watch your tongue, old man. Don't forget you're talking about the very same Imperials that saved you and your kingdom. You are General Gardon Bloodclaw, right? One of the few less incompetent Imperials. General Greymoor isn't incompetent as well. He was fighting at my side against the traitor Genethys. There are less incompetent Imperials than you might think. I've heard rumors about you. Apparently some were true. We'll see about the rest. Excuse me for interrupting, King Dorton, but what is that traitor doing here? I think she's referring to me, Your Majesty. It has been some time, Solana. Are you still the Queen's personal dog? I should kill you where you stand. You betrayed the Queen and your people. I'll take that as a yes, then. You know, I thought you had realized by now that hiding in the forests was wrong. You might have been right, but you should never have left just like that. I have no idea how you managed to trick these humans into allowing a dirty traitor to join them. Enough. Very well. As you say, Gardon. King Dorton, we're here to assist you in your forces. We have heard that you have gathered a new army composed of all the remaining kingdom's forces while the demons invaded Lore. Together we should be able to defeat them for good. Your words sound honest, Greymoor, but did the words of those who came before you? All have failed so far. Also, I don't think you'll be able to command troops anytime soon. What do you mean? You see, I'm not the only one in this place who knew you would come. For the Emperor! What the? Oh great, just what we needed. First a betrayal, then such a charming and warm welcome, and now the Golden Guard arrives. Perfect. We really needed these arrogant bastards now. Oh no, not him. You have the honor to be in the presence of Reynold von Durs, High Lord of the Imperial Court, Lord Inquisitor of the Order of the Righteous, Lord Consultant of the Emperor, General of the Golden Guard, and new commander of all Imperial forces on this continent. Greetings, High Lord. What? Silence. General Blen Greymoor, Lady Edale Redfist, Lord Harmos. All of you are charged with the worst crime one could commit. Treason! You have collaborated with the traitor Genethys and the demons. Until the investigations are over, all of you will be imprisoned. Nonsense. Greymoor and his men supported me in my battle against the traitors. Gardon, you're in no position to protest. Many of your recent actions have been deemed as questionable as well. That's why you will lose most of your privileges. You wouldn't dare. The Emperor himself has granted me access to many resources. Not even you with all your bootlicking could have enough power to. Watch your words carefully, Bloodclaw. The Emperor himself has ordered me to do this. You have lost his trust. Still, Greymoor has done nothing wrong. Oh, really? General Blen Greymoor could have noticed Genethys' betrayal a long time ago, just like the rest of you. His behavior should have shown his colors more than enough. Ridiculous. He is... Silence. I will not listen to your meaningless excuses. All of this could have been prevented. It's not sure yet if you're traitors as well or just ignorant, and I don't care. I'll tolerate neither ignorance nor treason. And don't even get me started on your little demon friend Edale here. I have no idea what you're talking about, Goldhead. You stink of demon magic, girl. Don't try lying to me again. I'm sure I can convince you otherwise. Another move and my men will impale you alive. Even if I actually believed you, Lord Redfist wishes for you to be taken into custody. My father is here? He will arrive eventually. However, let's put this to an end already. General Greymore, Lord Harmos, Lady Edale, by order of the Emperor, you all are hereby put under arrest for your actions against the Empire and the Emperor. Gardon, I wish to talk to you. Alone. I really like his custom units as well. I cannot believe they've imprisoned me. Those fools will pay for that. You deserve better than that, darling. They won't be able to hold me here forever. I will escape, eventually, and then make them pay. That's what I wanted to hear, but not too fast. We have to discuss some plans first. The Bootlicker. After a long conversation with the High Lord Inquisitor, a grim Gardon leaves the capital of Carol along with a few loyal soldiers. His privileges, resources, and forces have been reduced dramatically, making it impossible to regain his strength after the loss of most of his forces in the battle against Genethys and his treacherous scum. The High Lord Inquisitor, a man who is more arrogant than all other Imperials combined, has a mission for Gardon to secure a border, while the demons are sending wave after wave to utterly destroy the neighboring kingdom of Lore and to attack the kingdom of Carol. This is interesting, and it also kind of points out how it seems like Edale, Harmos, and Blen would have all ended up in jail regardless of who you sided with. But at least Gardon is willing to back us up, I suppose, and it seems like Gardon is going to be the central character of this entire book. Van Durst be damned. The Emperor be damned. They want me to win a war and blame me for the betrayal of an old man? To top it off, they take my resources, forces, and power when I need it the most. At least I have you back, Zed. It pained me to not have you with me in Lore, but your injuries were too severe. They're terribly wrong if they believe that this will make me give up. I will rebuild the Iron Fist from scratch and remove all demons from Imperial territory, after I've dealt with all the enemies within. I can't believe that we have to endure this damn weather just because these idiots from the kingdoms are too incompetent to defend their own borders. Be glad it's just rain. In the other kingdoms, it started to snow just a week ago. I guess it won't be long until it's snowing here as well. Also, of course they would send us. We're the best soldiers of mankind. Damn Golden Guard and their damn arrogance. Is everything alright, Bloodclaw? You haven't been talking much since we left the capital. We have much to do, Merlin. We need a new army, new resources, and new allies. The Lord Inquisitor left us without giving any of it. What about your private treasury? He couldn't have found and emptied it, could he? No, but I've already invested it. The Knights of Combe got it to build a new castle. Once they've rebuilt their order under my command, they'll be much more useful. Enough talk. We've got work to do. What is it now, Goldhead? Haven't your superiors taught you not to interrupt the ones in command? The scouts report that Sir Larrick Goldheart has arrived in the outpost. We're about to support. We have to hurry. The High Lord Inquisitors have ordered us to escort Sir Larrick back to the capital. Don't worry, you don't need to come back to the capital with us. Sir Larrick's still alive? I thought we wiped him. What? That coward has fought directly under Genethys' command, and we're to save him while we're being left in the dirt? You were ordered to save him. The reasons and your personal grudges are irrelevant. We, the Golden Guard, will ensure you fulfill your orders. Watch out. The way's dangerous. Something could happen on the road. Snarl! Oh, Zed is a pet. Reach the royal base. Gardon and Merlin must survive. Okay.
My vengeance is yours. What would you ask of
Get all your non-hero units killed before reaching the royal base. Accidents happen. You know how zealots and executors at your disposal.
You call.
All right, we got Zed. Is Zed a hero as well? No. Maybe we can resummon him if. Yeah, we can summon Zed. Gardon's Cursed Sword. While wearing this sword, a hero will deal 12 extra damage. Also grants the hero and friendly units nearby life regeneration and movement speed. So it's unholy aura. Gardon's sword is said to be able to inflict great harm upon anyone who stands in the way of the general. Its unholy glow made many ask him where he got it. His only reply is that his former tutor gave it to him years ago. His former tutor. Makes me wonder if maybe he's involved with Eredon in some fashion. Okay, well, we're actually playing now. We got a semi-micro map at the beginning, which is probably a good intro because the macro maps are so long that it'll be good to have some...
My patience has ended.
It'll be good to have some... wait, what's in here? Anything? Something a bit shorter here. So we want to try to kill all the Golden Guard before we get there. Do we want to do that, though? We actually have to question all of our... We have to question all of our side quests all the time in these maps because there are so many different outcomes based on what you choose. They could directly affect the chapter you're in or future chapters. Now, keep in mind, there's not going to be anything after the second human book, but it could be fun just to pontificate on what would change. These Justicars look cool. All right, so again... Accidents happen. Sir Larrick Goldheart, veteran and general of the Imperial Army who blindly followed Genethys until his betrayal was revealed, has arrived at the royal outpost as well. The fact that he took a major amount of loyal Imperial soldiers from the front line to fight for the traitor made him extremely unpopular. If the Golden Guard that was ordered to ensure his safe return would meet an unexpected fate, Gardon could deal with this incompetent lackey. I think I'm not going to purposefully get these guys killed. That's my plan. The Golden Guard and what's his name? Van Der seem like they're going to become like the internal antagonists because Gardon seems like he's going to be focused on fighting again our Imperial allies more so than the demons. If I had to guess, it's going to be a mix. So I can think of this as like, do we want to try to? I don't know, it's like kind of like weaken them now, or I mean, what would happen to Larrig if we brought him back? I don't know. I'm all for trying to keep these guys alive now. These orcs belong to the clan that defeated General Cleavehand. Typical, orcs are everywhere ever since the soldiers of Carol failed to defend their borders. Kill them already, you idiots. I like how much he just hates these guys that he's with. What are our abilities here? Cursed, so it's a reduce armor by 5, so it's a nuke. Immolation, we don't have much mana for that. Uses his forbidden knowledge to empower himself, increases the hero's damage by 7, and grants 33% lifesteal. That's good. Merlon, he's sort of like a Tauren chieftain. Shockwave, Thunderclap, Endurance Aura. The Amulet of Discipline. This is where it kind of gives you a clue on what's going on here. Gives this to his most trusted lieutenants. He enchanted it with powerful magic to ensure they wouldn't fail him. They say that everyone who bears one of these amulets would rather die than betray their cruel general. So he's basically mind controlling them. So yeah, I'm not gonna outright leave these guys to die. I'm not going to do that. Maybe I should, but again, I'm not at the point where I think I need to actively be working against the Golden Guard just yet. Though clearly they're trying to work against us. It's really just hard to know what the outcomes of these types of things will be, though, until you're further into the missions. I really like these executors, and they have cleaves. That's cool. Compared to a zealot. These have a lot of HP too, so they do more damage, have more base armor. They're just better in general. Granted, the zealots can critical strike. I like the change to the units. It's all different units. Okay. Skeletons! Yeah, get in there with that cleave. Okay, we got some warlocks back here. Blast him, kill him. I gotta get back in the habit of actually playing Warcraft 3. The last several things I played have all been micro-focused. I mean, this is a micro map, but still, like, we actually have units that we have to look after. Our heroes are more balanced than the past several that we've played, so. How many side quests are there? There's another one. Like that, get all your non-hero units killed. It's like you have to go out of your way to kill them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure right now I'm not going to do that. Just because, like, I don't know what their plans for, oh dear. I don't know what their plans for Genethys are right now anyway. I thought we could save that guy. Stomp him. Okay, it's QWER. That's one thing to keep in mind, because sometimes
Say the word.
it is not. It is not. Nothing's usable here, right? No, okay. So we lost one guy. I guess if we do end up losing them all, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Okay, Zed's still alive. I bet we could do a lot of this with exclusively our heroes anyway, but we didn't check down here. Again, we want to make sure that we're exploring every direction.
What did you ask of me? My vengeance is yours.
Move up with everyone else. Again, do I want to backtrack? We're already kind of close to the edge here. Stop! We should have just attacked these with our... This is where our normal units would have been way more handy. And I guess it's better that we're not losing damage on our... or losing mana on our priests, because that would be worse. It's like a little demon area. Yeah, we should not have too good to use syndrome. Let's just go ahead and use our consumables here. More demons. Really can't do anything here, though, so we can at least Cursed Strike, reduce the armor. I think Zed is contributing quite a lot of DPS as well.
My patience has ended.
So I don't really know anything about this. I know that there's a Jayborino enemy hero that we're going to have to fight later, and I know like the most mild details about the Jayborino hero. It's like sort of a meme based on the second book. Or, I'm sorry, the first book, the end of the first book. But, ow.
On my way.
But in terms of, like, the actual missions, what to expect per mission, I know nothing. I don't know anything about what to expect here. I don't know any of the choices. I don't know anything about the story, which is exciting. I wanted to go into this fresh, and because I really like the idea of picking the, like, which side quests to do and which ones not to do. That's really fun for me.
For the Lich King.
Okay, I think we want to backtrack because this would have been a dead end, so we want to back up and get whatever we can from there. Zed, no! Well, we can resummon him, it's fine. We should just be hitting these. It's several of the last campaigns that I played, the hotkeys were not QWER, so now they are. I can get used to that again, get back in that habit. Okay, let's back up. Let's just backtrack real quick before we get too far, because clearly there was something here. Unless it's all connected, and I don't think it is. So we're probably going to have to do like a zigzag through the forest to eventually get down here. So Sir Larrig was always hanging out with Genethys. And been always kind of irritating. Oh, here's a different way to go as well. So I guess we'll find our way to him again. I don't know if we're going to have the opportunity to kill him, but I really can't imagine Van Durs is going to keep him alive. At the end of the human book, I had thought maybe we'd have an opportunity to keep him alive by not destroying his town hall, but it looks like regardless he's alive. Okay, just mud golems. Okay, priests just hang out. Priests just stay on hold position, that's fine. These things are magic immune, so we just have to sit here and... I don't know, we could try Cursed... Yeah, just immune to magic. So Cursed Strike is not physical damage. I guess that's about what I expected.
I am the darkness.
Was hoping that maybe we'd find some other...
Let me face the peril. My patience.
We'd find some other units here, or pickups, some sort of item. I'm gonna imagine that this guy drops something. We want to tank with Gardon, and we could throw the lifesteal on him. Lifesteal works on units that are immune to magic, right? That's not like a magical attack. It is an orb effect, though, isn't it? Alright, take him out. So yeah, we'll hit Dark Secrets. Again, the implication here is that Gardon has some sort of
For my people.
weird undead magic, demonic magic, which is why I think he may be in league with Eredon. That's my suspicion. Okay, so we're just gonna run in here. We're gonna use Dark Secrets. Thunderclap shouldn't work, but we can use it anyway. All right, you all get in there. Yeah, let Zed tank the main one. Okay, yeah, perfect. We want Zed tanking the main one, and then we'll take him out. And he'll stomp us every so often, but our priests can deal with that, even though they're going to run out of mana pretty quick. They're, like, technically masters, but not really. A Manual of Health. I think we just put all this kind of stuff on Gardon, because I don't know what's going to happen to Merlon by the end of this. Merlon and the Knights of Combe were, well, I guess in Blen, with the Kasserkin, were his main allies previously. Go down here and check this next. Could also keep going this way. There's a decent chunk of this map that we still have to uncover. So, Blend's in jail, but we still have Merlon, and it seems like the Knights of Combe, they've been completely wiped by the Orcs, if you recall. But at the same time, they're being rebuilt, so maybe they'll come to the rescue at some other time. Okay, same thing. Let's get in here. Use Dark Secrets, and here we can at least use some Merlon's abilities. Then let's move in with everybody. There is a Doom Guard here, which could be a pain in the ass. Do we have any sort of interrupt? I don't actually think we do, but it doesn't matter because we weren't standing in the... We weren't standing in the Rain of Fire. He may do it again, but no, he's out of mana. Doom Guards do run out of mana pretty fast. Their abilities are... They're okay, but not good enough. And there's demons everywhere. Rune of Restoration is good. We need that. And a Mantle of Intelligence. It's tempting to stack Intelligence on Gardon as well, because eventually we want to be able to leave Immolation on with him. If you can get mana regeneration up to a high enough rate, you can leave stuff like that on for the most part. Like during major battles, you can at least. We've lost 2 units. No, that's because Zed has been left behind. Okay, here we go. Zed seems... I mean, just lead with Zed every time. You can resummon him with mana, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to constantly just bring him back.
At last.
The first mission of Arkain was actually macro. Looks like we'll have to go through a Murloc village. I hate these fishmen. They appear to be better armed and more organized than usual. We should investigate this. They're under the influence of demons! It's the only answer. Yeah, our priests have pretty good mana regeneration, even just in between each individual fight. They're fine, so...
Let battle be joy.
I guess we'll investigate this. Here's the village. There was another area down here. I'm not sure if that's the way we have to go or the way we could go. Wow, look at these. Look at how much damage these turtles do. Get out of here. Okay, yeah, let's check down here real quick. Because I assume this is the Murloc village, and they said we have to go through there anyway, so let's check in this direction first.
For the Lich King.
Heroes first. Given the optional objective, I do suspect you could probably use your heroes to do the majority of this map, though I can't be sure. More orcs. That's orange and blue. Wow, Gardon's taking a lot of damage. Oh, God. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, well, I did not realize there was an orc hero there. We needed to get in there with all of our other heroes as well. Whoops. Okay, I'm back. Let's quick save this time. Typically, when that happens and I lose a bunch of time, I will just use cheats to get back to where I was. Full disclosure. I'm not super proud of it, but again, I'm not going to also waste my time. It's my own fault, though, just for not quick saving enough. Okay, so there is an orc hero up here. So we will still lead with our heroes, and we will run into it. They're down here. Let's use Dark Secrets. Blast this guy. Okay, he has mirror image. Hey, cool. All right, yeah. Let's all stay back here, even though I had you all selected. Okay, turn on Immolation Aura. This Executor is gonna get smoked. Merlon Stomp. Okay, Gardon is doing okay now. This asshole's gonna keep splitting, unfortunately. Okay, I'm not sure. Is he getting mana burned? All right, go ahead and use your... You know, it might be like a Windwalk or like a Critical Strike type ability. I'm not sure. There we go. Okay, Merlon has a point. I think we level up Thunderclap because we have seen that that's pretty effective. An Orb of Earth. Attacks cause earth damage.
My patience has ended.
Would that conflict with Dark Secrets? Because it's an orb effect? Also increases hit points by 150. Huh. Weird. Okay. That's fine.
For the Lich King.
Rune of Lesser Healing.
My vengeance is yours.
And I have to turn my keyboard off and back on. I suspect that's why I had issues. There we go. Yeah, hotkeys are still working. Okay, that wasn't that bad. One of those heroes had like a big nuke. I don't know what it was, but it just instantly nuked Gardon down the first time when we lost. Let's also quick save because we're going to head into the Murloc village. Heroes first. Heroes first. So let's engage. And then draw them back to this little area up here. Yeah, okay, there we go. Then turn and fight. And then Merlon, we're going to Thunderclap. Thought I put a point into Thunderclap. Oh, well. Well, there was one Thunderclap that wasn't super effective. But yeah, once they're all clumped up like that, you just Thunderclap and bam. Dark Secrets is certainly really good. I like the lifesteal. The extra damage for Cursed Strike definitely seems good, but let's go ahead and do Dark Secrets and give him the lifesteal while we're at it. Because he does a lot of damage. What did he drop? A Scroll of Manna? Sure. So the extra lifesteal, because he does a lot of damage, will be pretty noticeable. Let's keep pushing through this Murloc village. There's also a Fountain of Health. That'll be really, really useful. Of course we'll destroy all the Murloc huts. So I don't plan on splitting this first mission, even though it might go longer than typical. I'm going to try to keep these videos between 40 and 60 minutes. That's my goal, at least. Some may be a little shorter, some may be a little longer. It just depends on how well I can keep track of the times of the videos. Especially when I have to split them, it's hard to keep on top of that. But also, you know, we had a bunch of cutscenes at the beginning here, so I figure we'll play through this first mission no matter how long it takes. Does Shardundra typically put things inside of empty buildings? I don't remember. I guess like it doesn't hurt. Oh god, look at these Murlocs. They're practicing dark magics. They have heads and bowls. That's how you know people are up to shenanigans in Warcraft 3 when they've got heads inside weird green liquid bowls. Look out. Now I see why the Murlocs were prepared for war when we arrived. The tribe is allied with the Orcs. I suggest finding and killing the leader of the Greenskin Pack before we can convince more fishmen to join the Orcs. Before he can convince the fishmen to join the Orcs. Find and kill the Orc Warlord. Well, we did kill an Orc. Not sure if he was the Warlord or not, but we did take him out. Let's try to conserve a little mana here. And we should be quick saving more frequently. Okay. That looks like a big scary Murloc. Get in there. It's going down pretty fast, no problem. Yeah, these units are all very strong that we have. It's very exciting to have more options as the human faction. I'm not sure if we're gonna... I mean, that's the Golden Guard, though. Will we ever have an opportunity to play as the Golden Guard? Because if not, then we'll never be able to use these good units. But if our main faction this time is, as opposed to just being like the Kasserkin, we'll have the Imperials, which will allow us, or we'll just have like the Iron Fist, excuse me, that have those elites, which we have seen are really, really, really good in the past. They're like insanely good footmen with tons of survivability. Okay, I'm gonna guess that the Orc leader is in this general vicinity. The only thing that could be like mildly problematic are the Orc units, not the Murlocs. Unless the Murlocs have been modified in some way, and I wouldn't know. Alright, look out, buddy. These Zealots don't have defend. Just something to keep in mind. I'm gonna guess that we're pretty close to the Orc Warlord, because this area was guarded by both Orcs and Murlocs. So that means let's quick save, because I don't know what's through this fog of war. Attack! Get in there! Okay, stomp them. When you're not stunned anymore, please. There you go. Thunderclap is a really good ability for a big, bulky tank that just stands and gets surrounded by enemies. And you just debuff them all. It's really, really useful. So I guess this map is going to make us zigzag our way through, but it looks like we're at least halfway done with all of it. There have been no items inside these areas. Nice thing to keep in mind. But I will continue to destroy them just to make sure. Fairly stingy with the items this time, but not that bad. We also have the Scroll of Manna. I gotta remember to pop. I have to get in the habit of using more consumable items. They're so terribly useful. More so than like, oh, you get +6 claws of attack. Like, who cares? You know? It's so much better to have consumables, I think. But it's also getting in the habit of using them, staying aware of them. Those big Murlocs are a little scary. They do some decent damage.
For the Lich King.
Okay, let's, again, we're looking for the Orc Chief.
For the Lich King.
Okay, a bunch of night crawlers. I'm loving these fellas that cleave. I hope that eventually we get some of our own fellas that cleave. There we go. Excuse me, Mr. Orc Chieftain. We'd like to have a conversation. Should we? Let's check further back up here first. Well, let's kill these. Let's kill this group first. It's a pretty decent shockwave. There are so many Murlocs here. This is Murloc genocide. We're kind of bottlenecked here. We need our executioners in the front so that they can deal the cleave damage here. Merlon's taking the bulk of this damage because of those turtles. There we go. There we go. So either I'm right at the end of this area and the Orc Warlock is, or the Orc War Chief is gonna be like right there, or he's like right up here and this was a dead end. Either way, we want to explore every nook and cranny. Did I lose a unit? I think I... No, I didn't. Weird. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so let's lead with our heroes again. If wherever the Orc War Chief is, I have to be careful because something had a big nuke. And if another unit has that same ability... Oh my god, it's a giant turtle. Ow! Get out of here! No, 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 no. Please let us engage the big turtle first. Please. Trying to keep each individual unit alive here. And then we can walk back to the fountain if we need. There's a tome. Okay, let us back up momentarily. Heroes turn and fight. Okay, fantastic. And then Gardon picked this up. And I guess we should go and stand by the fountain? Or you know what we should do instead is move back with my normal units. We can keep pushing with our heroes at least. Because I think they can, like, they can kill this stuff themselves. The Weed Hunter tribe. Oh yeah. Okay, Thunderclap now. Okay, great. Yeah, that's what needed to happen. And Gardon has lifesteal, and they both have some, like, reasonable... I think they both have, like, reasonable health regen as well, so this should be okay. I don't know what to expect out of Merlon this time, if I'm being honest. Might as well use some abilities. Get down here, Gardon. Go ahead and just use Dark Secrets again. It looks like that does like a little AoE debuff around him, but I don't think that's the case.
My vengeance is yours.
Okay, attack, attack. How's this over here? You all are much better. This might either, again, I don't know which direction we needed to go to find what we were looking for, so I'm just like casually strolling through this Murloc village. This might be the exit. It could be down here. Regardless, we'll find him. Unholy Alliance. The Orcs of the Ravaging Fire Clan seem to have allied with the local Murloc tribe, while the fishermen themselves wouldn't be much of a problem. Them being supplied with weapons and fighting under Orcish guidance could turn this numerous race into a real threat. The leader of the Orcs has been killed before the leader of the Orcs has to be killed before he can unite more Murloc tribes under the Orcish leadership. So the interesting thing with the first books is we got to experience the story of the Orcs as well. Like, we saw the same story from multiple perspectives and got to have differing effects on it.
Someone injured.
So the core of the story, though, is that while the Orcs appeared to be defeated, they actually were not. That's kind of all you need to know about the Orcs from the human perspective, I think. Lure them all in, throw down a Thunderclap, give them a big Shockwave. Merlon giving us some good AoE right now. Nothing really single target Nothing really requires single target. This might actually be the way out, so we're going to have to go back the other way. So Ravaging Fire, what was the name? I don't remember. It was like a... It was like a warlock chieftain. I don't remember his name, though. Maybe that's who we're going to find and kill. Okay. Again, we'll destroy all this stuff. None of these little crates are destructible. I guess let's check up here and see if that leads us to the end of the mission or not, because I want to make sure that, again, we're exploring everywhere. We want all the items to carry forward. Going to be very important. Some of the later maps are so crazy, like truly crazy, that we want to, Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't actually know. I haven't played them. Finally, we left that damn village. I hate Murlocs. Rooting them out is always such a mess, but it's necessary, of course, since they endanger ships. Now that we'd have to worry about... Not that we'd have to worry about ships in this damn place. Okay, so this is the edge, so we want to go back the other way. And I think the implication there is, if you leave the Murlocs... If you leave the Orc Chief alive to recruit more Murlocs, we might have issues in a future level where there are ships. So, just based off my knowledge of the first books, what I'm trying to say is I know the later maps get insane in terms of scope and size of macro missions, so you want your heroes to be just as beefy as possible so that they can support your giant armies. It's going to be extremely, extremely important. Speculation on my part, but again, just based on the first human book and what we've seen before. So many Murlocs, this is crazy. Well, this is what you could expect from Arkain. Just enormous groups of units constantly killing each other. There's going to be a lot of tower spam and a lot of slow creeping as we push through macro maps. It is very fun, though. I had a lot of fun with the first maps. Some of them do get quite tedious, but they are always quite rewarding to beat, and I really, really enjoy the story. That's one of my favorite parts of Arkain. I think Shardundred has a knack for molding these giant build and destroy missions around a really intriguing story. All right, he's got to be right down here. He has to be. Oh dear, they have champions. Those are no joke. Okay, Merlon's struggling with some mana, but he's got the keg. So he's got pretty good regeneration across the board. I think the champion's hitting Zed, which is good for us. I was really hoping for a rune of mana there. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Quick save. It's been a while. Now I'm going to be really, really diligent of that. Even during macro missions as well. You don't want to risk wasting a bunch of time. Certainly seems like he'd be right down here, right? So let's back up. I don't want to risk drawing in too many units. So we kill as much as we can and then try to isolate the hero, who's probably right up here. Again, let's keep backing up. Okay, now turn and fight. I'm going to save Merlin's mana because he doesn't really need to be using anything right now. The only reason that guy was taking a lot of damage is because it was I think it was an orc that was hitting him. Man, this game looks so different. Doesn't it just look so different with the aspect ratio this way? It's actually quite crazy. No, come back. I want to talk. We got to kill these flippin' warlocks.
My patience has ended. At last, let me face the peril.
Okay, let's move forward with these three. Let's kind of hug the bottom. Again, we want to kill them in a way such that we're not drawing the hero to us. Yep, there he is. What have I done? Turn and fight. Now turn and fight. Merlon Stomp, Immolation Aura, and Dark Secrets. Oh, that was really fast. Okay. I will crush you in your pathetic little resistance, green skin. That was a joke. Bonus agility, sure. Well, it's good that we didn't engage them all at once, because we would have absolutely gotten smoked. Okay, let's just keep an eye on how things are going here. Immolation Aura we should probably turn off. This is the only fella that's getting hit hard. We back him out. He's going to get healed. So we got +6 agility. Mediocre. We'll probably end up passing some of these items off to our friends in the future. Also, we're getting not XP.
As you order.
Okay, let's go and end this. There is one group of enemies up here that we have to kill, and that will probably be it. Yeah, and that's it. We could turn on our Golden Guard fellas. This would be our last chance to do so.
Yes, my liege. You call.
But I mean, again, there's multiple outcomes to these, and there's really no way to predict them, so I'm just going to do what I think is right. And in this case, while the Golden Guard clearly are not going to be helping us, and I can imagine the situation will only be escalating as we continue through the second book here, second human book, I'm not going to just outright start killing them as of right now. As of right now. Now, what the outcome of this probably will lead to is whether Larrig is alive or dead. Whether we kill Larrig or whether Van Durst kills Larrig, will that make a particular difference? It's really hard to say. But it is a little tricky the way that it's presented to you, because it's like, it's a side quest. You should do it. Not necessarily. You shouldn't necessarily do all of the side quests, which I think is cool. Like, you actually should, you have to kind of decide whether you should or should not, which I think is great. So the Orcs are definitely still in this fight. I thought we'd see a lot less of them here, and it would be primarily demons and other humans. Let's see. Alrighty, we've done it. I guess we could make like a Legends of Arkain. Oops. Legends of Arkain, second 01. Seconds. That's like our save before, like if we ever wanted to come back and kill our Golden Guard fellas, we could do it. We have to move some of our western forces to the eastern defense. The demons have damaged our fortifications there and will send all of their forces to use this advantage. First, you're not in command, and I won't be taking advice from a fool who followed a traitor. Second, the scouts report that a huge army is on its way to the eastern flank. Third, ever since you arrived, all of your improvements have made it more difficult for us to actually hold our position. Even though we're in no condition to do so, and told to wait for reinforcements, which we needed, by the way, you took half of our forces to attack the demon forces. And we destroyed 3 demon gates. Yeah, but you lost every soldier you took with you. We have guests. Ah, General Bloodclaw. I take it that you're here to take over? Good, I have to go to the capital to gather my own forces. These royals here won't take any orders from me. General Bloodclaw, yes. We've already been informed that you'd be on your way to support us here. King Dortmund has put us garrison under your command. We're at your disposal. Let me tell you one thing, Larrig. I neither like nor respect you. You have attacked my forces. You removed your forces from the front where they were needed the most. I was fooled, just like many others. I am not the one to blame for what happened to Cellier and his forces. The Orcs alone are responsible for it. Also, why would you care? You sent your forces into death without hesitation. You're in no position to judge me or my actions. Leave now, Larrig. We have to win a war, and you only stand in our way. Trust me, you don't want to make Gardon's direwolf angry. Snarl! Very well. I don't understand why you're siding with one such as him. Interesting. So he left. I thought the fact that the Golden Guard were with us would imply that we were taking him back with us, but we just let him go. Alright, well, when we come back, we will head into Chapter 2, Dark Blades. This is going to be a long series. A lot of these later maps I can anticipate are going to be split, and there are... I think there are like 14 chapters or something, and again, they're only going to increase in size and scope as we move forward, so strap in. Again, it's a Warcraft 3 macro extravaganza. I hope you're excited. I'm excited to see where this goes narratively as well. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye now.